This next part I'm going to discuss with you guys, disassembling all of this madness. I know some of you guys are be like, oh my God, you're intimidated. I get it. I've been in your shoes. Just trust me, it's not as bad as it looks. We're going to break this down into a lot of simple steps, and you're going to be like, oh, all right, that's not as bad as it looks. I can do that. Okay, just take your time, be patient. You're going to do great. Stick with me. First, we're going to take off your air intake. One screw. You don't actually have to use the flathead. You can use I think it's an 8mm or 10mm screw. Unscrew the band, pull that back. Same right here. Pull that back, take that off. The top cover. There's one bolt in the center. Take off the cover. Next, there's going to be a plate up here. Take that plate off. 1, 2, 3 screws. Okay, we're cruising. Next, we are going to take off your spark plugs. All right, pull this from the top. Just pull that down. All right, you're going to pull all the wires down. Some of you guys might be thinking, hey, do I have to replace the wires? The answer is no, those wires don't ever go bad. In regards to coil packs, we'll come back to those later. Okay, you're going to use the spark plug boot puller tool. Pull the boot off. Let's take off all 8 of our spark plugs. Okay, we've done that on both sides. All the wires are off, all the spark plugs are out. Next, let's take off this harness right here. We're going to pull this off, okay? These right here have a special safety clip down in there. You got to pull the safety clip to the side and pull it up. It's really annoying. Do that on all 4. We're going to take this off. When you're looking at the harness, there's 4 fuel injectors. Take them all the way up, all to the back. There might be some of these like safety harness clips where to hold the wire, so you may have to do that as well. You can see this clip right here. There's a safety clip. Undo that. Pull that harness down. This harness is completed. In regards to why I'm not doing that, I've already done this, so I don't need to unplug that. That is all completed. Good work. Let's do it on the same side. Again, let's unplug all our fuel injectors on this side. You have this harness right here. I actually have to take that one off to get this to come up to here. There's actually a bolt right here. We are going to take that off right here. That's going to help us lift this up. There's a connection right here. There's a connection all the way in the back. Undo that. You may need a flathead to kind of pry this off to the side. Your fuel line, we're going to pop off the fuel line. All right, we're doing good. What else do I have for you guys? I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but we're going to pop off this PCV valve right here. Just push it back. You might need to spray some WD-40 on that. When you pull it off here, just pull it off. Be careful you don't smash your hand. Your alternator connection, we're going to pop that off. Okay, we're cooking. We're doing well. In regards to these 3 up front, these 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 10mm. You may have to move this up maybe a 1/2 inch to get this piece to come out, and again to come out over here. This tool or this hose, sometimes in the past I've pulled it off from here. I usually pull it off from here now. There's the tool. Notice how the tip is somewhat bent on this tool. Helps out a lot. It's a die-hard tool. Okay, we're doing fantastic. Stick with me, guys. You guys are cooking. Okay, next we've got the other PCV hose that needs to come off. You might have to put some WD-40, pull it back, and then back here you can actually pull up to get that to come off. Okay, your fuel injector bracket. You can see it kind of rolls across up here. So what we would do next is lift this up out of the way. Lift this up out of the way, and let's see what's going on back there. I can't really do it with one hand, but you're going to lift this, kind of just set it to the side out of the way. There's 4 bolts. 1, 2, again 3, and 4 on the rail. You can see it right there. We're going to take off our fuel injector rail. You're going to have to work it, kind of start on one side, pull up over here, wiggle it. And with that being said, now your fuel injector line is off. Fantastic, guys. You guys are doing great. Stick with me. All right. After this fuel injector line is popped off, we're going to take these bolts off. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the rear. Same on this side. There's a couple ones that are actually hidden back there. So again, make sure you get them all off. It can be annoying getting those off. Okay, so we've got all of those off. There are some special connectors when it comes to, once you get these rails off, to get it's like a safety clip. I do recommend reinstalling those safety clips for the fuel injectors. With that being said, now we're going to lift up. And just take your time with it, guys. You're gonna have to just work it a little bit, and then you're just gonna pull it up and out. Your knock sensors, you are going to take those two knock sensors off. Get a good scraper, clean around, the edges to put on that new valley cover gasket. When you torque down the valley cover, what is it? I think it's 15 foot-pounds on those two. Make sure you don't over torque them. If it gets too tight and it keeps going, you don't want to snap the head on the knock sensor. Keep going. If you're like, oh, hey, I didn't feel the torque wrench, you're okay. So with that being said, guys, you're going to want to get a vacuum. You're going to clean all this leaves and crap out. Put some towels. You don't want anything falling into your heads. So you're doing fantastic. You've got all this part completed. Now some of you guys are like, oh, hey, what about these sides right here? Good question. You're going to take off, there's bolts up here that run across. This is actually a bracket right here for these two lines. You're going to work your way across, take off the bracket. All the coil packs are going to come off. Do that on both sides. Next, to get to the valve cover heads, I think there's four bolts running across. Take those off, and then you're going to pop those off. I used a 3/8 drill bit, and then you're going to put those. If you do have a pressure washer, definitely you want to pressure wash that plate. That's something that comes to mind. Just get as much oil and crap off as you can. You keep doing a little bit here, a little bit there. It's going to make your engine and your H2 that much better. There's a harness clip right here. I forgot about this. In regards to this right here. There could be some smaller clips, like there's one right there. I think it's actually broken. I think I broke it or it snapped just because it was brittle over time. The key is, guys, when you do this process, take your time, for reinstallation. You're going through, you want to make sure that, this line is, pushed off to the side. You can hide it back there. So when you put it back together, also pay attention to how this line works. This PCV valve goes over top of the fuel rail. I've made the mistake of putting it underneath the fuel rail a couple times. The key is take a look at your parts, stay organized, put bolts in bags. And you're going to do fantastic. It's not that bad. Once you take all this apart, it's kind of like a Lego set. You're going to be like, oh, that wasn't that bad. But good luck. I can't wait to hear about you guys when you complete this process.